What is up, Cowboys Nation? Your boy Mike Tag here. Hey, my wife had a meeting. She left. I got home from work. I was going to record something. I'm like, I might as well just do it live. I mean, why the hell am I going to waste my time pre-recording something? Maybe there's some people out there that want to hang out a little bit, talk some Cowboys football, and, get things ready for week 2. But you always got to kind of look back a little bit. And again, if you're popping in, hey, what's up, Vince? I got some people hanging out. I got people that are chilling at home a little bit, relaxing, hopefully having some dinner or getting finished with it. But if you guys check this out live or you check it in later, make sure you hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit the share. We've gotten so many new subscribers over the last week, and it's a big thank you to all you guys because you guys spread the word. Hopefully we do that. My man Kelly's in Vegas, so hopefully he's going to win some money because we got our Cowboys tailgate coming up next weekend against Baltimore. So we're definitely looking forward and getting hyped to that. But first things first, of course, we got to handle that business in the home opener this Sunday against the Saints. But just really was going to talk just a little bit and focus on the defense and what we saw Sunday. And if you follow the channel, if you listen to your boy, I've been trying to educate you. I've been trying to tell you, Mike Zimmer, he's been around. He's been around the Cowboys a long time. Obviously went up to Minnesota. He was in Cincinnati. He's always had solid defenses wherever he's gone. He's always, even when the teams, go look at those bad teams of the Cowboys, those 5 and 11 years, that we had that little run. He was a defensive guy, defensive coordinator, and those defenses were the only thing that was worth watching. So I have total confidence in Mike Zimmer. I knew this was going to be the right move. Of course, time will tell even longer. We don't get too excited over 1 week, but just look at, I don't say just look at the fire in the team. Look how they're playing. Look at the tenacity. That's what you really want to look at because the talent's there. We always said it's here. It's that dog mentality. And I think you infuse some youth. You mixed in with some veterans. We had some key veteran signings at the end of training camp to bring those guys in. Now you're putting together a defense that has the potential to be formidable, right? You've got the defensive line that we thought, okay, take Parsons out, take Tank out. The defense, that could be a little iffy, could be a little bit of a struggle. Maybe not. Maybe that could be a strength. You saw with Nealon, one of those rookies, Nealon, 6 quarterback pressures. He was constantly moving, and that's a great sign because you lose Sam Williams, and it's like, who's going to step up? There you got a guy that step up. And then you look at, the linebackers. I mean, Overshown, what did he have? 11 tackles, quarterback sack, just flying sideline to sideline. I mean, have we seen linebacker play like that? It's been a hell of a long time since we've seen some linebacker play like that. And then you even get it with Kendricks, where he added 9 tackles, 2 sacks, interception. I mean, our linebackers were all over the place. So you see the scheme. You see what Zimmer's doing. What's up, BJ? I'm glad you're talking to me. You beat me down in our Cowboys K Fantasy League. I thought you were going to rub it in, and it doesn't even look like you did it. So, yeah, I mean, EJ and Boys in the Zone, make sure you subscribe to him as well. He's a great friend and friend of the channel, and he puts together some great content. He's also the defending Cowboys K Fantasy Football champion, so he's got to get some love for that. But it was awesome. It was awesome to see because there was nerves. I mean, even I was going, I was like, all right, our defense will play all right, but is there going to be a learning curve? Is there going to be a little bit of hiccups here and there? But you look at Carson. Kalen Carson comes in, and he just, he should have had a couple picks. He dropped a little bit, maybe that little jitters, but he played solid. He played solid at cornerback. It makes you feel all right, man. Maybe we hold this thing down and DeRon Bland gets back, but we have even more depth. Now we have even more depth in our secondary. Hey, man, what's up, Chuck? Glad to see you popping in. And so you look at every layer of this defense is played solid. I mean, Tank, my man Tank, I love Tank, and he took a lot of heat for the end of the year comment. I still believe he was protecting. He was trying to cover up. He was trying to take heat off maybe the coordinator, maybe someone on the team. There's something, because that's not like Tank, to say tired. And the way just something didn't feel right with that. But you knew he had to come back. He had to come back and set the tone because he heard the whispers. He heard the people, and he comes back with 2 sacks. I mean, played absolutely solid football. Yeah, Ultra's still MIA. He might show up Wednesday. But Overshown, I mean, let's give him love because we have, let me play the video.
Give me somebody that's hungry. Give me somebody that's hungry. I need somebody.
Overshown, we did the vote. We did the poll. Overshown won. I thought it'd be a little closer. He won by pretty much a landslide. It was like 68%. The hungry player of the week, just outdoing, Kendricks. But I tell you, the defense, I mean, where do you guys see a weakness? Is there an area of concern? The defensive tackles, there was a little bit there, but you saw the huge hit by Jordan Phillips. Osa was doing a thing. Mozzie was contributing. Everyone was doing their part. And there's really not a lot of bad stuff you can say about this defense. And hopefully with even more depth, you saw Diggs obviously get that pick late in the game. That was everything for the psyche for him. You saw him get a little emotional about that. There's something when you haven't been playing because of injury, and then you come back and it's, it just makes you feel good, right? You get that first pick, that first thing out of the way. Chuck, you weren't impressed with our rookie cornerback. I mean, I was. I thought he played for his first game. Like I said, he could have had a couple picks. The jitters might have got him there. But as far as his coverage and stuff, I don't have any complaints. Now, pressure helped. The pressure definitely helped. And that made Deshaun Watson uncomfortable in the pocket. And wait a minute. Did I see my man? There he is. Love my Ultra. There we go. 53-2. I told you guys what my man Ultra. I know Ultra. We haven't met, but we're like brothers. I know it because I can read his mind. He is playing the head games. He's, he did it to my Canes. He told me my Canes were going to get blown out. The Canes ended up blowing out Georgia. And then he goes, you know what? We got to keep it rolling. The Cowboys are going to get blown out. And then the next thing you know, he picks them to get blown out, and they blow out the Browns. So now he's doing it again. I love it. I know what you're doing, Ultra. I feel it. I like the mojo. We're going to get this thing rolling. So anyway, remember when I asked, which is more likely, Dak gets an extension over the game or Cowboys are win by double digits? I'm telling you, EJ, I think you were one who called it. I even think you might even said how many sacks we were going to get. I think it was in the show we did. And I'm like, man, if they get 5 sacks, I think you might have mentioned 5 sacks or maybe someone in the chat, but the defense played better than I could have expected this early on. I mean, that's what I would say. It is just one game. No, I get it. That could be concerned with the rookie, but he's got to hold the fort down. You are going to get Bland back, but I think, he showed some dog. He reminded me, if you guys remember, Mike Jenkins. He played with the Cowboys, in the early 2000s, went to USF, wore 21. He was a Pro Bowl player. Injury, I think, kind of got the best of him later on, but he was a solid cornerback for us. And I see like Kalen Carson, he just reminds me of maybe just the body style, the hair, everything else. It just looks a lot like it. So, but let's see. Well, I look like the Cowboys. Yeah, why not both? Well, absolutely. 6 sacks, double-digit wins. I mean, you just can't, you can't ask for more. The run defense, yeah, Jordan Phillips, a good pickup. The run defense, that's still going to be my question, right? That's still going to be, I got to see it proven, right? We didn't play Chubb. Now we got Kamara. Kamara is still a formidable running back, still a top-tier running back, still can cause problems. So that's going to be the test. And then, of course, the big test is going to be in Baltimore because you're going to have not only Henry, but you're going to have Lamar Jackson. So you're going to, and I would anticipate that Overshown would be doing a little spy there on that. So let's see. Florida, not Georgia. Did I say Georgia? What did I say? I don't know what I said. If I said something wrong. This team goes 17-0. I mean, Ultra, you are the percentage of fans. I'm not saying it in a bad way. You are the percentage of fans that absolutely, because I've said it, this team can go undefeated. There's always going to be doubt until the playoffs come. And they've created that. I mean, the team's created. They have not played their best consistently in the playoffs. They look great against Tampa, blew them out. We all said the monkey off our back. We're going to move forward. And then, they lose the next week to the Niners. Niners are a better team. So I'm not going to just destroy them, for that. The disappointing one, we're not going to look back any further, but the one last season, that obviously was the one that's gonna stick in our craw a little bit. I don't really have a lot of heartburn over the 49ers. They were the better team. Things had to go right for us, and they just unfortunately didn't. He did wear 21. Absolutely wore 21. He's one of those guys I want to get on the cave because he went to USF. I liked him. I was always a big fan. So no, they did. I mean, I get it, but you're going to hear they were missing a couple tackles, right? They had some injuries, and no one ever wants to bring up. We started 2 rookie offensive linemen too. I want to see it. If they do it against the Saints, if they stop the run and contain Kamara, and if they do it against Baltimore, at least contain it. I'm not saying shut it down, but make it not, where they're running all over us. Then I'll feel a lot better. And I think if, not to look at too far ahead, Chuck, but like looking at, the Baltimore, I think you got to have overshown spy. And I think you can't over pursue. It's almost like you want to keep Lamar in the pocket because you don't want him to slip out and then he's off and running. You want him to, if he beats you with the arm, you gotta accept it. I don't think he will. So I'd much rather try and contain him in the pocket, like you said, and then just let that go. Oh, I accidentally said Georgia because we're going to beat Georgia in the playoffs. That's what I'm saying. When we get to the playoffs, my Canes are going to handle Georgia. So I already got Georgia on my mind. Maybe that's why. So anyway, I worked all day too. You got to give me a pass. In 2023, the 4 days, the 49ers passing. I might have missed that. So I'm trying to look at all these chats. I probably should look, but I can't see unless I get them up there. So, but we'll see what happens. Force him to pass the ball. Who's telling me to chill? Am I getting too excited about this defense? Or are you talking about someone else? So anyway, I think it's going to be, you're telling the test will be Shanahan. I think they got some other test coming, and it's going to be, I think the Saints, I mean, look at this Saints team. We're going to talk about it a lot on tomorrow's show. Kelly is in Vegas, but hopefully he's going to be able to be on the show. If not, we'll have to get you guys on the show. I'll have to do a live stream and have you guys coming in and see what happens. But it's going to, they beat the Panthers. Now the Panthers are the Panthers, but they put a lot of points on them. And, so this offense, they've got the receivers, they got the running back, their defense has always been solid. So this will be a good test for the Cowboys, but also a good test for this defense. And I hope you're right. I hope you're right, but I would say the draft class early on has been amazing. 1000% right. Ultra. Nealon was impactful. Overshown was drafted last year, but this is really his first year. So you can even, if you want to throw him in the mix as being a first-time starter, that's 2 guys that are contributing. The other linebacker from Notre Dame, I don't feel comfortable saying his name till I know 100% I got it right. He contributed. Carson contributed. BB started and played very well. I don't think he gave up any pressures. And then obviously Guyton, who had a tall task. You're talking about going against one of the better lines in the NFL, and also, probably one of the best pass rushers in the NFL. And he held his own. Did he get beat some? Sure, but he won some too. And I think it goes to show when we saw the Cowboys not picking up free agents, and you heard the all in, and we were all kind of, everyone was just kind of like freaking out, like what's going on. I said it on the show, is that they've put them in the position where they have to hit home runs and triples in the draft, because that's the only way they're going to make up for what they lost and improve. And I've said it. I think this team going into this season is better on paper than they were last year. And yeah, it's only 1 week, but I think they are. I think the offense obviously played well. did not play great in the second half. You don't know, did they call the dogs off? Did they kind of play conservative because they had the lead and they didn't feel that the Browns were going to do much? So let's not turn the ball over. Let's not give them something to give them spark in life. So you don't know how the game plan was in the second half. So I don't want to say the Cowboys offense played like crap the second half and all that, we're in trouble kind of thing, because you don't know what their thought process was as a coaching staff. So we will see. But I thought the offense played well and they attacked. I mean, I thought CeeDee Lamb, did he skip a beat? I guess you don't need training camp. He just, the end arounds, he was our running game. He was the best part of our running game. And obviously some of the big plays, beautiful throw and catch. Ferguson injury, they say, chance to play this week. I don't think he will. I think it'll be, either next week or the week after. I'm not that concerned with it. I was really concerned when it happened. I thought it was, just the way that he looked and just the pain in his eyes, it looked like it was much more serious. So I'm thankful that it wasn't. So we'll see. And yeah, the Eagles draft, they got Dean. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that all day long. The Cowboys can draft. Eagles, it still remains to be seen how it goes. I know you don't like Tolbert. He did what he had to do, but he didn't get many opportunities. Brooks got a nice catch and run. I don't know, man. Cortland Sutton, I don't know. I like Brandon Cooks. I like CD. I think Cooks brings something different. I'm not a huge Cortland Sutton fan. My brother's a Broncos fan. He's not even that huge of a fan of him there. So I don't think, I thought it was ACL. I thought Ferguson was an ACL and it was done. So, come to YouTube and leave that like. Absolutely, guys. Leave that thumbs up because I'm so bad with it. I'm glad that people in the chat always remind me of it. But leaving a thumbs up doesn't cost you nothing, and it helps out the channel. It definitely helps you out. I got 125 plus of y'all in here hanging out. I expect you to get over to YouTube. We are less than 50 away from our 3,000 goal, and we have a great little giveaway from one of the Cowboy legends, the GOATs. He's on the Mount Rushmore of Dallas. Bob Lilly, Mr. Cowboy himself. We have a great autograph, piece. It's a Funko of Tom Landry, but he puts all his stats on there. It's a pretty cool piece for any Cowboys cave. I had 5,000 if we got to it. I had my tickets. I had the Detroit Lions, been saving them, ready to go. I don't think we'll get to 5,000 by October 13th. So I might be flying out there. I'll get that Learjet one more time, and I'll just go out for the game and come back in, just do a turn and burn kind of thing. So, anyway, yeah, Tolbert, there wasn't much there. There definitely wasn't much there. So, but Flournoy, I'm telling you, if Tolbert doesn't get it going, if they don't get him involved in the offense more, Flournoy is a guy that you may see get more opportunity as the year goes on. So he's one who showed a lot of promise. So, we will see. So, I appreciate it, Chuck. Send them our way. Also, excuse me. Feed your fandom on the Autograph app. It's a great time to download that. You can go to cowboyscave.com. I have an easy link right on the homepage. Takes you right to the app to download it from your phone, Android or iPhone. It reference Mike Tag. It's free. It's great. It rewards your fandom. They gave away a CeeDee Lamb jersey last week for last week's game. They're always doing different things. They've partnered with a lot of new things with sports betting and stuff like that. You can get all your stuff. So I definitely download that app, and it's a good app. And then give me your feedback. I just had a meeting with them, last week. They unveiled some new things that they're doing. They're always looking for feedback because it is a new app. It's officially like a brand new app. They passed all this stuff. So now it's like legit. It's not in, that beta testing and all that kind of stuff. And it's co-founded by Tom Brady. So it's got some heavy hitters, in there. We get Tom Brady. He's got to work on that, broadcast and stuff a little bit. Got to get a little bit more comfortable. I think he'll be all right. He's got to get a little bit more comfortable, but it's hard, man. It's hard. I know. I make it look easy on here, but I don't know, man. It's hard. I know. I'm just kidding. So, but no, I just wanted to come on a little bit, talk about the defense, get your guys' feeling on it. after one game, are you feeling really good about this defense? That if you had any concerns, has it kind of gone away? Or you're still in that, yeah, I got to see a few more weeks. We played the Browns, and that's the beauty of the media is like everyone had us losing to the Browns. I mean, most of the media had us, and even I was like, I don't know. I mean, we'll win a close game. I felt like we could win a close game, but I didn't think we'd dominate them in any way. I thought it'd just be one of those defensive battles, low scoring, and lo and behold, we end up putting 33 on them. We really held them to like 10. I know we gave them a little garbage touchdown in the end. So, I mean, I feel good about the defense. When I see the Niners play on Monday night, I'm like, whoo, the defense is going to have to get even better. I thought they would struggle without McCaffrey, but McCaffrey being out probably proves a point that a lot of people talk about with a running back. Just get some young legs in there, get your line and let them roll, because my man, he played pretty damn well. And, the Jets didn't play good, but the Niners played very well. And, I see how Purdy was going to react with McCaffrey being out. Thought they would, zero in on the pass and kind of make Purdy work, but he played well. The Niners are going to we're going to have our hands full with them. So we have got to get better even than we were. So, I mean, the road's going to go through San Francisco, but we play them again. I mean, the beauty of it is, for some reason, reminds me of the 90s with the Cowboys when Green Bay always had to come to our crib to play. We always got to go to San Francisco. So we got to figure out how to beat them. And if they can do it in the regular season, I think the psyche of this team would just absolutely explode, because it's almost like the psyche that you have with a portion of Cowboy fans. They're not all in until the playoffs. Well, I think the Cowboys, in their mind, it's like, we're not there because we just can't get past the Niners. I mean, the Packers, go look in the 90s. That's all they talked about. They just could not get it. It bothered them so much. Even when they won the Super Bowl, they lost to the Cowboys in the regular season. And I know it bothered them. They may not want to admit it, but it definitely did. They wanted to beat Dallas bad, and it didn't happen. So I think for the team, if they can get a win, especially in San Francisco, it would give them that swag. It would give them that confidence that they can beat them in the playoffs. And the beauty is, defenses typically travel. So if we've got a hard-nosed dog type defense, it's going to be able to travel. It's going to be able to go in those hostile environments, where an offense is a little bit trickier, right? The crowd definitely can play a part in it, where I think the defense, they could feed off it if your defense is there. So, but anyway, so defense is legit. I see it. Let's see. Let me go back. Zimmer's defense will do well. He's always done well. Typically, against those types of offenses. I mean, he's going to be solid. So, so we'd see. Yeah, if they win that, they usually didn't win these road games. They beat Cleveland. Cleveland's not the easiest place to play, so it's definitely a positive. And I'm glad to see my man Ultra back. We were hoping to see on Monday. We thought you'd come in and apologize. I thought I would get an apology to say, hey, Mike Tag, I said you're crazy. I said the Niners are or the Browns are gonna beat your ass. I was wrong. When I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong. The Cowboys looked a little bit better. And again, but it's got to be proven. I'm only kidding. It's got to be proven in the playoffs and overtime. So it's going to be fun. But hey, I just wanted to check in, chill with you guys. I appreciate it. Tomorrow's the big show. I just wanted to come in for a half hour before dinner and come check with you guys. Just feeling good about this defense. I think the defense is something that we've been longing for. I know Quinn did a nice job, but I think we all kind of felt he was a buddy. Didn't really see that nastiness, that dog mentality. Didn't have the bigger guys in at linebacker. Maybe that wasn't his fault. I know they had some injuries. They didn't go out and sign anyone really. They kind of moved their safeties around, or maybe it was him saying that he can do it, or maybe that's a scheme he wants to do. But a lot of people said Washington was going to be a problem for us. Didn't look like much of a problem in week 1 for Tampa Bay. So I said it yesterday. I'll say it today. The road to the East is going through Dallas and Philly, and it's going to have to figure itself out. Atlanta can do us a favor since they shit the bed Sunday. They can make up for it and beat Philly. It's going to be up in Philly, so it's going to be tough. So it's going to be good. So no, I didn't even know I was on tonight. So awesome. Well, if you're on, I will definitely be on. If you guys are on with, if you guys are checking out a show, go to Boys in the Zone. He's going to be on 9 o'clock Eastern, my time, 8 p.m. Central. You guys definitely tune in. He's going to have a lot more to talk about. He breaks things down, like no other. So got mad respect for EJ. Give him a subscribe. Give him a thumbs up. And don't be lazy. Give me one as well. Give a little thumbs up on your way out. Definitely appreciate it. Check in, EJ, tonight. You got us tomorrow. We got our Sunday show, which was a great thing. We're gonna have our Sunday morning show. Me and Greg will be holding it down. We all know Kelly. That's a little too early for my man K9. He's he's out partying out all night, man. He ain't getting up that early. So we got you covered, man. It's football season, so hit that subscribe, hit the share on your way out. Help your boy out. We definitely appreciate it. Everyone who came in, 150 short notice. I gave you like 5 minutes notice. Usually you don't do this stuff. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much, everybody. You killed a half hour of my day when my wife is out at her board meeting for cheer. So I appreciate it, man. You made it good. Take care. I will see ya. Let me find the ending. That's what I've installed. Peace out.
Give me somebody that's hungry. Give me somebody that's hungry.